Some vehicles simply transport you, others transform the journey itself. Today we're going to step into something that commands attention, redefines luxury, and truly elevates every mile. This isn't just another SUV. This is the 2025 Cadillac Escalade. My name is Jimmy, and let me show you everything you need to know about it. Starting from the outside, for 2025 we do have a few updates. This illuminated crest, the illuminated grille surround, and of course the welcome lights. On the side, this is optioned with a 24-inch wheel, the largest that's ever fitted to an Escalade. Obviously we do have the power running boards on the side to make it easier to get in and out. The doors are now powered. With a press of a button, it's easier than ever to get in and out of your Escalade. Around back, we get the updated signature Escalade taillights. Just like the front end, it does feature a welcome light sequence. The tailgate, you can open the glass separately, or of course, you can open up the entire tailgate with a push of the emblem itself. It reveals 25.5 cubic feet of space. You can electronically fold down that third row seat to reveal 72.9 cubic feet behind the second row. And if you fold everything down, 121 cubic feet. On the inside, obviously, we have 3 rows of seating. Getting into the third row isn't difficult. You can of course get in through the center of the second row, or the second row itself can fold flat and up against the first row, allowing you easy access to the third row itself. Once in, myself at 5'11", headroom, legroom, both isn't a problem. You get charge points on the side. Everything that you really need is right here. As for the second row, head and legroom isn't a problem. The seat moves fore, aft, and reclines to make things a little bit more comfortable. For backseat drivers, we even have a display so you're able to check exactly what the speed is. As for the front here, the seats are heated, cooled, and massaging, and all that's controlled with this screen on the bottom. One press, I have my adjustments for my temperature. I can go into my massaging seats or adjust the positions as I need. And of course, right above that, you got 55 inches of display, spanning from the left on the driver's side all the way to the passenger side. No, you don't get that little screen that's off to the side anymore, but this is definitely the wow factor within this vehicle. But before I dive into that, let's talk about the steering wheel a little bit. It's all your haptic buttons that you expect in a Cadillac vehicle. It does work, however, it takes a little bit of time to get used to. Of course, you got the Super Cruise right on top to identify when the vehicle is in Super Cruise, or if you need to pay a little bit more attention. Behind that, your cluster is adjustable. With the buttons here on the steering wheel, you can change it from gauges, Google Maps, driver's assistance, night vision camera, or an AR camera. The AR camera allows you to see what's in front of you. No, it's not so that you don't have to look up, but it's designed to show you exactly where you need to turn. The implementation of it is not as good as like BMW or Mercedes, but it definitely is a feature that other big brands are implementing in their luxury vehicles. The main part of your display is right here. This is where your CarPlay would be, Android Auto, everything can be assisted through touch or using this jog dial right here in the center. The wheel itself, I must say, when you're turning it, it sounds quite nice on the click, but when you press down, it just sounds a little cheap. Not a big fan of that. You do get some haptic buttons around the controller to go into home, music, and navigation. However, just the pressing of this button, it just leaves a little bit less to be desired. The display on the passenger side, you can have different gauges, or you can have an HDMI hookup for that, and it is designed in a way where the driver will not be able to see that. So it's only a display for the passenger. This updated interior definitely elevates the brand. Personally, I can go away without this wood here, but you know what? I'm sure some people will like it. This expansive center console, well, it's here because they move the shifter to the column. You don't get that stationary shifter in the center like you did before, but it of course allows you to have this additional display on the bottom with more controls, and of course you're able to, well, park the vehicle from here, or even go into the controls, under doors, and open any doors that you need with a press of the button. Under the hood of the Escalade, well, you can't spec the diesel anymore. Standard is going to be that 6.2 liter V8, making 420 horsepower and 460 pound-feet of torque. All that is mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission. On the road, the Escalade is absolutely plush. The Magna ride, along with the air ride that this upper trim has, it just makes for, well, one of the best rides that you can really expect. You do have different drive modes on the left here, so I can put it into sport to firm things up, to increase that steering effort a little bit, not steering feel. You can even increase your engine sound to something a little bit more sporty. But if you actually want a sporty Escalade experience, definitely upgrade to the Escalade V. That's where you're gonna get the actual sporty experience. Because in this, even in sport mode, well, I mean, it's no slouch, but it's it's definitely not what I would call sporty. It's not designed for that though. This is designed to eat up the miles, and it absolutely does that. Along with Super Cruise, this is just one of the best vehicles for road trips. Sure, the Escalade brand itself, you can get a bunch of different Escalades. You got the regular Escalade that this is. You can get the elongated version. You can get the V if you want more performance. And if you want an electric one, you can get that as well. But this standard model, the base Escalade, as some may define it as, I think this truly represents what the Escalade is all about. A comfortable, very, very, very confident vehicle that you just don't mind driving absolutely the hell out of. This is the vehicle that I will pick for a road trip again and again and again. Not only is it just comfortable, with Super Cruise, once it's enabled like it is right now, you're hands off. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to worry about anything. The vehicle just does all of that for you. And it's not like, well, some other automated driving systems where it needs a little bit more attention. This isn't that at all. This is actually a very, very good system. Now, for 2025, there has been a little bit of a price hike. Obviously, year after year, things do, well, generally go up in price, and so did the Escalade. Because with all the bells and whistles that this specific vehicle has on it, we're looking at about 170,000 Canadian. $170,000 is a decent sum when you think about it as, well, an upscale Tahoe. While it is an upscale Tahoe, it's so much more than that. You get so much more than just a base Tahoe. And, I mean, let's be honest. When you think of American luxury SUV, you're not thinking of the Navigator. You're thinking of this. And this is the only one you can still get with a V8. No V6, none of that garbage. No turbocharging. This is just all American muscle. And while you can throw it into a corner, put your foot in it, it does make some good sounds. It really does. In any case, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think of the Escalade. Is this the vehicle of choice? Or is the Navigator the luxury vehicle of choice? Let me know in the comment section down below. And I'll catch you next time. Take care.